Hey there, Sagittarius. This is your reading for the second week of December from the 8th to the 14th. I've started us off by flipping to a random page in my spirit animal book. And for this week, you have gotten the rhinoceros. So the rhinoceros is here to tell you that now is a great time to experiment with going on dates with yourself. So going to a movie, going out to dinner. It's always fun having dates with yourself. So always a fun choice. It's telling you to do whatever you need to do to keep your quiet and your peace of mind and relax. It's also saying that it's a good time to be very discriminating in your decision making. So making sure you have all the information before we are acting. It's always a good choice. It is also mentioning do whatever you can to avoid conflict or trouble and aim for peace and harmony, even if you have to get out of there. Not a bad idea. With Mercury retrograde, things tend to get a little out of hand sometimes. Now pressing forward with the Rider-Waite Tarot, we're just going to draw a few cards and see what's happening for the second week of December for our Sagittarius friends. And I do read intuitively, so I have no idea how many cards I'm going to be drawing until I'm done the reading, basically. But it is usually around 20 cards, give or take. Okay. And one more. Okay. Okay, so moving forward, we are starting with the Two of Cups showing up. So this is talking about a partnership. This could very well be love coming in for some of y'all. If you are looking for love, is looking pretty cute. So this is love amongst equals. It is a divine partnership right here. So I do really like to see that. We're going to press forward, see what else is showing up here. That is followed by the Justice card. So this is talking about harmony and balance, and it's honesty. So it's truth. I really like that, especially coming after the Two of Cups. It talks about compromise and partnership. So this could be, a relationship happening for some of you guys out there. So that looks really good. And then that takes us to the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is talking about ideas, brainstorming, networking. So it's like these flashes of ideas coming in quickly. However, the Page of Night warns about potentials for conflict coming in. So much like our gorilla spirit friend, gorilla, oh my gosh, what am I talking about? That was a rhinoceros. I know what animals are. I've seen animals before. Sorry. The rhinoceros was telling us that it's a good time to avoid conflict, even if we need to remove ourselves from the area. So something to keep in mind there. This doesn't like scream conflict to me, but in case a little hiccup comes up, something to look into, right? Now you're charging forward quickly with the Knight of Swords. So this is like very clear thought. This is focused and directed ideas. This is a very intense clarity of mind. So I really like to see that, especially because the rhinoceros, not the gorilla, was telling us that it's good to get all the information we need before we act, right? Just to make sure we are making the correct decision and we're putting ourselves in a position we want to be in. So it's kind of like you've had a flash of a lot of ideas, maybe even, I feel more like some of these ideas may have been conflicting potentially. And then it's like you've gotten this serious clarity of thought. You're very focused and directed. And then it takes you to the Hanged Man. So I kind of get the vibe of you've obtained all this information, and so now you're kind of sitting with it, and it's like, okay, I need a minute to process what I've learned here and how I can incorporate it going forward. And this does indicate maybe a change of direction is needed here, but that's really good. Like it's not a bad rest stop. It's a good, enlightened rest stop. So I do like that. Now, this flash of insight and this turning inward to really think about it has led you to the Nine of Pentacles, where, yeah, you're successful in your material endeavors. You've got a heck of a harvest here. So finances are looking really good. It's prosperous. It's wealthy. These grapes here are talking about a skill that she has built and taken the time. She's earned those grapes. Not only that, kind of like our King of Swords talks about focus, she has this falcon here on her arm that talks about training her focus. So, like, she's in the zone right now. Well, and lastly here, sorry, before I move on, the little snail friend at the bottom, really hard to see, easy to miss. The snail carries his home on his back, which, I mean, I wish I could. Maybe I'll just wear muumuus everywhere. Anyway, so basically, it's like kind of this idea of making your surroundings beautiful as well, not just having this abundant, beautiful harvest and feeling beautiful and empowered. It's making the space around us beautiful as well. So I really like that. I'm just shuffling these Shadowscapes for you, Sagittarius. We're just going to keep moving on here. See what else we've got for you guys for the second week of December. Okay. So, Two of Cups here. Now, I do want to say regarding love reading, I can't say I'm like, this could have been like something that had come in, but it's not really holding a lot of weight here, especially because later we're moving into the King of Swords. And that kind of talks about this independence, right? So this to me could be a business partner. This could also be a positive friendship here that is coming in. It could also be relationships for some of you, but I'm not getting this really heavy love reading. Now, after the Two of Cups, justice, we're balancing, we're telling the truth, we're compromising, it's looking good. We charge forward and we're getting all these ideas, we're brainstorming, we're networking, and we're avoiding conflict. Because we graduate, we carry on moving forward to the King of Swords, where we are thinking very clearly. We have a very good idea of what's going on, what we need to do. We are motivated and focused and directed with our ideas. So I really like to see that. Now that takes us to the Hanged Man, where it's like, yeah, you need a sec to incorporate and kind of digest the ideas that you've received, these flashes of insight from the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords. So I really like that. And it's a change in direction potentially for some of you, or just kind of tweaking a few things that you're already doing. Because it takes you to the Nine of Pentacles, where, yeah, it's this harvest coming in, it's wealth, it's looking really heckin' good. You are training your focus even further. Because it's like, yeah, you're already really focused, but it's like, yeah, you've taken time to really consider things, and now you're just killing it. And then that takes you to the Nine of Cups. Beautiful. The Nine of Cups is talking about happiness. It's wish fulfillment. This individual here, they're going on a deep dive. They've got their, well, I mean, they're a mermaid, but they're chilling with their friends and family. So it's like, yeah, the Nine of Cups, it does talk about a happy home life and things like that, but it's also a harvest and abundance. Like, the fish here are endless. It's like this harvest that this individual has already had. Like, you've already had a harvest, boo. And you getting ready for another one, just saying. Anyway, so I really like how that looks. And then that is followed up by the Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands is talking about quick movement. This can be what the Eight of Wands talks about is this quick moving whirlwind time where it's like there's so much happening that time is just flying. And it's a good thing too. Like, it's a positive whirlwind time. Now, one thing I do want to point out here, if you can see it, this individual here has they're blowing these sunflower seeds out. So this could be potentially some messages coming in for you, or you might be sending out a lot of messages. Because, like, I am getting a lot of stuff here about communication and things like that. So keep an eye out on your email, maybe your phone, stuff like that. You might be getting a lot of messages coming in. So just a heads up there. Now that takes you to the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is talking about this stern kind of structure. I'm kind of getting the vibe of, like, you're kind of going through this, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like you're kind of on a roll and there's a lot of good things happening here. And then the Hierophant kind of shows up. I'm not a huge fan of the Hierophant. I'm sorry. Especially here, because it feels like you've gotten kind of caught up in some sort of structure that is a little restrictive. Like, this could be legal stuff for some of you. Like, that is possible. Take it with a grain of salt, hey? But so the Hierophant, it does talk about, yeah, there's this stern structure, and it's like there's someone that's kind of dictating what's happening. But the one thing about the Hierophant is, because it is so structured, it's like we can learn a lot from that to bring some structure into our own lives if we need it, right? And we can, like, there is knowledge to be gained here, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Very long-winded here. Because I feel like you leave that behind. This could also be a divorce in some cases, because the Two of Cups showing up as a partnership. Then there's the Justice card that talks about this balance but truth and compromise. And then the Knight of Swords coming up, talking about conflict as well, and chattering, like there's a lot of conversation happening. And then there's this clarity of thought showing up, and the Hanged Man, where you need a sec, and it's like a change in direction to better surroundings. Like, this very well could be leaving a relationship behind for some of you guys, is what I'm kind of seeing here. Because after the Hierophant, which, like I said, this could be like lawyer mediation type stuff, it takes you to the Death card. And obviously the Death card is talking about you shedding a skin that wasn't for you. Something was not for you here. And especially coming up after the Hierophant, like, this could definitely be legal matters coming up. Now, following the Death card, we get the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is talking about this these virtuous actions, basically, for lack of better words here. So it's like you've shed this skin, and you were very right to do so. Like, I mean, you're moving on to better, brighter things. I'm going to confirm that Three of Wands, I think. One more. Okay. So the Three of Wands, you've made the correct decision moving forward with after the Death card, and that's confirmed by the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is talking about, I have too much on my plate, I can't take any more. So yeah, this could definitely be an ending of a relationship for you. This could also be straight up like leaving a job. Like, this to me is something that has been in your life for a time, is on its way out. You're done with it. So job, bad partner, that kind of thing. Now, so I did confirm further after the Four of Cups, and you make the best decision because it takes you to the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles talks about this, it's this big harvest. It's wish fulfillment, it's wealth, it's happiness. Now, one thing the Ten of Pentacles encourages of us is, if we already have our harvest, like you're building something because you've started at the Nine of Pentacles and you've moved up to the Ten of Pentacles. You're doing very well here for yourself. So the Ten of Pentacles encourages you to network more, to communicate with those around you, to help build your wealth even more. And I love that. And you do it. Because you're going to the King of Pentacles now. What the heck? This forward movement. Like, Sagittarius? Ooh, good job. So the King of Pentacles is talking about being very money connected. This guy is solid. His roots go all the way down. Ooh, that sounds kind of saucy. Those roots go all the way down. Okay, sorry. So this guy is you, Sagittarius. Solid as a rock, reliable, doing well in finances. So it's, yeah, the ultimate harvest. You are killing it right now. Now I'm going to draw some from my Quantum Oracle. See what else there is that we might be missing here. This is looking really good though. It's like, yeah, you're leaving stuff behind, but Sagittarius, it's a very graceful walk out. Like, I picture a red carpet on your way out. I don't know, like, oh, that's, yeah, I like this. One more. One more. Okay. Okay, perfect. So after this, after you have built this harvest, you've left something behind, a job, a person, something that wasn't for you. And it's like, yeah, there's a little bit of disappointment about what you've left behind, but I feel like it's very short-lived. It's just kind of like, oh, that sucks. But you just carry on. I like it. So, after the King of Pentacles, this harvest, we have the loving woman showing up. So I want to confirm that. And it's confirmed by professional assistance. So, I don't get love connection at all. This is someone who cares about you, someone who's got your back, is here to help. So this could be a friend. It could even be, yes, a friend that has, like, say they work in divorce court, or they work as an accountant or something, like. And that is fantastic, because the 10 of Pentacles tells you to network, right? To build your wealth, which you do. And after the professional assistance, you're getting angels of the four directions. You're free, you're blossoming, you're shining brightly, and your guides have got your back in any direction you choose. Your higher self is here. You are looking phenomenal. Letting go of crap that does not serve you, that isn't for you, only brings you closer to your higher self. And that brings you to peace, where you're at the top of the mountain, just looking at the world, the beauty of the world all around you and within you. I love this, Sagittarius. This looks really good. Now I'm going to pull one more card from my Shaman Oracle for you, just to close off the reading. Yep. You are getting the Shaman of Loss. However, it's confirmed by the Shaman of Hope. Yeah, I don't feel like this is a big loss. I feel like it was the right time and you are in the right place you need to be, Sagittarius. I hope you have a wonderful day and a fantastic second week of December. Take care, guys.